She is the most attractive woman that I have known. She is the only one. She wears a black yarn on her head and walks slowly to the bar. All of the men in the bar are attracted by her charm. Keith forgets the dart in his hand. Even a man of wide experience like Clinch is also attacked by her. Her appearance is like a pearl in the night. She has delicate cheeks, snow-white skin. Her whole body is so charming. Guy Clinch invites her to drink. Keith helps her to light up the cigarette. Her eyes look like a bottomless black hole, as if it wants to swallow the spirits of all men in the world. But there's a man who isn't attracted by her. It's a terminally ill American writer, Samson Young. He knows that a woman like this is out of reach. Unexpectedly, he lives in the same apartment with that woman. The small crack in the ceiling is his only benefit. That day, the woman goes out to throw garbage. Samson follows her. He sees Nicola dump a few books in a bin. It's her diary. Her name is Nicola s.e.x. She has clairvoyant powers. She discovers that she will die at the hands of one man. And the murderer is one of the men she met in the bar yesterday. Nicola wants to take advantage of her beauty to discover which of them is the killer in the time left and get rid of him. The writer is very interested in what she wrote. Therefore, he plucks up his courage to find her. He hopes to write her experience into a novel. Nicola thinks it's very interesting, so she agrees with him. After that, she begins an affair with 3 men to discover the truth. Nicola finds Keith to help her repair the meter. She is wearing a long black dress. Her hair sends forth the attraction. Keith accidentally injures his fingers. Nicola takes out the tissue and helps him to wipe the blood. The atmosphere is full of ambiguous breath. Keith feels hurt but pleasure. He wants to do something with her, but Nicola just wants to play with him. She doesn't let him do anything. Nicola asks Keith to help her to make an appointment with Clinch. On the next day, she holds small white flowers in her hand. She wears a beautiful white skirt. She meets Clinch in the park. Nicola changes her style. She plays the innocent naive woman with Clinch. On the table, every action of Nicola completely attracts him. She pretends to be a naive woman. Then she plays a pathetic woman to seek sympathy from Clinch. Luckily, it's the kind he likes. Nicola lies to Clinch that she has a friend who has lost contact. She asks him to use his relationship to help her to find her friend. Then she takes out a pair of earrings and tells him that it's passed on from ancestors. She tells Clinch to help her to sell it. Clinch agrees with her. Nicola, at the other hand, meets Keith. She entices him every day with honeyed words. Keith wants to make love with her, but he can't. She also incites Clinch to stir up trouble with Clinch. He tells Clinch that Nicola will leave there to find her friend. Clinch thinks that it's not okay. He comes to meet Nicola, and he wants to spend £60,000 to buy Nicola's earrings. He talks to Nicola that he will try his best to help her find her best friend. Nicola is unwilling to receive it. She makes love to him to repay his kindness. That scene is seen by Samson. At first, Samson is very cautious with this woman, but after a few days of getting along, he is also attracted by her. Because she understands him, she is more literary than him. When night falls, Nicola invites Samson to come to the rooftop. She dances to add to the fun. Samson looks at Nicola's body. He can't stand anymore. He wants to make love with her. After that, Nicola comes to find Keith. She gives him £60,000 and lets him make love to her. But the plan of Nicola just only starts. Today, Keith participates in the Darts World Championship. Today is also the day Nicola predicts that she will be killed. She wears her favorite skirt. Samson gives Nicola a bouquet as a gift. Nicola comes to the Darts World Championship site as Keith's girlfriend. She also invites Clinch to come and watch. Before the competition, Nicola exchanges a flirting glance with Keith's competitor in front of him. Keith angrily looks at that scene. Clinch can't stand anymore. He interrogates Nicola why she's so unrestrained like this. At this time, Nicola doesn't act anymore. It's the truth. She's a bad girl. Clinch feels that he is cheated by her. He pulls her up and takes her away. Other men of course don't let Clinch do that. What do you want? Do you think you're so fierce? Keith talks to Clinch that Nicola just wants to play with him. Nicola only loves me. Your £60,000 is now in my pocket. Nicola stands next to Keith and tries to provoke Clinch. Clinch angrily leaves there. When Clinch leaves, Nicola immediately pushes Keith away. Then she hugs Keith's opponent. At this time, Keith realizes that he's also a clown. In this way, he is defeated by the opponent. He angrily wants to take revenge on that bad girl. On the way, he meets Clinch. They are especially furious. Clinch immediately punches Keith. 1 punch, 2 punch. Keith also hits back at Clinch. They come to a fight. In the end, Keith is defeated by Clinch. Clinch picks up the spanner and gets in the car. He wants to take Nicola down with him. Samson sees everything. He helps Keith up and takes him away. Then Samson gets on Clinch's car. See what she did to me. He advises Clinch that he shouldn't do something that makes him regret it in his remaining years. As a result, Clinch is also persuaded. There's only Samson left. At this time, Nicola appears in the street barefoot. She is still so attractive. She has snow-white legs. In the moonlight, she walks towards the foreseeable death. She looks at the man in the car. It's you. Samson heaves a sigh. This may be destiny. Nicola gets in the car. Samson looks at the woman he loves. Nicola's eyes are full of begging tears. Please. Finally, Samson takes Nicola's dead body back to his house. He puts the novel on her body. Then he takes the medicines to suicide.